Russell Wilson didn't come back in the game.
Well, I was going to say, like, if I did initially said Dixon would have been the MVP if they won the game, but it would have had to have been Geno Smith based on the way he played.
Geno Smith, what a performance.
And it was that interception, by the way, you knew it was coming. There's going to be an interception at some point by Geno. That actually wasn't his fault. Tyler Lockett fell down, got tripped up by Jordan Fuller. That's not, it shouldn't have been flagged.
Right, but before we get to the Geno, what Geno did and how Geno looked, it is important to note that, earlier this week or last week, we talked about, you yelled at me about Trey Lance, and we talked about who would you be predicting first place or last place in the NFC West?
Mm-hmm. I didn't yell at you, but go ahead.
Oh, sure, whatever. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put your concern for the Seahawks based on Russell Wilson's finger Wilson?
Russell Wilson's finger Wilson.
Yeah, that didn't sound great. I said I would have gone to Russell Wilson's finger.
I love Russell Wilson's finger Wilson. So let me find it. Here's the schedule. So here's the deal.
Terrible band name.
Yeah. No one has seen Russell Wilson's finger Wilson. So the Seahawks are 2-3, not great. I still think they're in better shape than let's see. Pete Carroll characterized Russ Wilson's injury as a badly sprained finger. One of the great healers. I don't know what that means. We'll see how
it means. He drinks the nano bubbles.
Was he a freaking carny?
So yeah, they have 10 days. They're 2-3, not great. I still feel better about them than I do at San Francisco. I don't know what Jimmy G's calf situation is, and we talked about Trey Lance in the last podcast. And the defense actually played a little better for the Seahawks tonight, so that's good news. But here's the bad news: if you don't have Russ Wilson, you're at Pittsburgh. I mean, that's a game you can certainly win. New Orleans and then Jacksonville. I think 4-4 seems reasonable as a 2-3 team, but 4-4 near the midway point ain't going to do you any favors when it comes to trying to win that division. You ain't in the AFC South.
Let me post this to you a different way. You got $1 million. You're gonna lose it one way or another. You either got to predict, and if you lose, you die. So double loss.
Great.
Yeah, you got to either predict the winner or predict the loser of the NFC West. But
that's my thing.
But I know I'm flipping it on you. But there's a caveat. Both Jimmy Garoppolo and Russell Wilson are out for 6 weeks. What are you going to do?
I think I'm still rolling with the 49ers to lose it.
You're dead, man. You're dead. And you're dead.
But here's the thing.
So you're putting your unearned $1 million on Geno Smith.
Well, I would rather
Seahawks defense.
I'd rather lose an unearned million than lose an earned million.
You'd rather die than have you be right. Is that what you're saying?
Debo, do I have to be on this podcast in the afterlife? Then I'm good.
It's in your contract, yes.
Yeah. Got me.
But seriously, I mean, if
well, here, let me tell you what my concern is. I don't
you didn't
trust.
Come back in. That's a big problem.
No, I don't disagree. This isn't easy, even though I said it quickly. I don't trust Kyler Murray to stay healthy, and that's no fault of his own. That's just the fact that he's 5'11". And then I don't trust. Like, there were some questionable sort of decisions the last 2 weeks in terms of what the Sean McVay offense has been doing. Maybe part of that is Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford might have a broken finger too.
That's my point. So I don't know which way are you going then.
I would take if somebody told me Russ is missing 6 weeks, I'm taking the Seahawks to finish last.
But Geno
Wait,
Smith,
wait. Let's clear something up. We do not know how long Russell Wilson is going to be.
No. I'm saying
hypothetical.
Right. And we don't know if his finger is sprained. We don't know if he dislocated. We don't. Pete Carroll said sprained, but it could be dislocated. It could be broken. They're just trying to downplay it.
This is a good one. All right. If you're watching in the comments, right, Wisconsin, if the Seahawks make the playoffs, and right, NC State or some variation thereof, if the Seahawks miss the playoffs. I'm assuming it'll be a barrage of NC State just to troll me, but we don't know how long it'll be.
Let me offer you one more thing too.
No, look, they didn't bring it back in the entire game.
No, I get that, but let me one more thing before you make your decision and Breech as well. I was blown, and maybe Geno Smith just caught lightning in a bottle, but he played better over 4 drives than Trey Lance has played, and that's truth.
I thought you were going to say during his entire career with the Jets.
No.
I mean, if you want to do a head-to-head $50 battle on Trey Lance versus Geno Smith,
this is your hypothetical.
I'll take that.
This is your hypothetical. I'm just trying to appease the guy who's running the show here. All right. Well, who are you going with?
I mean, I've taken the Seahawks to finish last.
All right, Breech.
If Russell Wilson is out for how long?
Hypothetically, 6 weeks. I would bet, dude, Russell Wilson's middle finger was bent in a way it's never been bent in his entire life.
Just went like that. Wasn't like he was bent the other way.
He's a quarterback who throws with his right hand.
And with Russell out 6 weeks, their best case scenario for the next 6 weeks would be 3-2.
Yeah, that's.
And so that keeps him alive.
Generous with Geno Smith.
All they need to do is finish in third, Breech. So the question to you is: Are you picking the winner or the loser? And firing squad is what happens if you get it wrong.
I am taking the Seahawks as the 4th place team.
Okay, that's fine.
And I don't think Russell will be out that long. But the reason I asked that is he was out a long time.
Can Matthew Stafford, first quarter Matthew Stafford, be on that firing squad? Just he'd be missing me with the bullets. They'd all be going over my head.
Left up his finger too and came back in and kept firing.
Yeah, before he got injured, though, he was struggling. He was airbailing passes in the first quarter.
The first 2 third downs, he missed a wide open Cooper Kupp and a wide open Van Jefferson.
It was ugly.
This is not a question about a quarterback's toughness. This is when we talk about these injuries, huge game tonight, right? For the Seahawks. We agree on that, right?
Well, yeah, it's huge for both teams. What do you mean?
What? How long did Geno came in and they never brought Russell back in? His leg wasn't shattered.
Pete Carroll said he couldn't grip the ball.
Yeah, he couldn't throw the ball. Well,
that's a problem for the long haul, guys.
Well, we don't know how long it's going. If it's dislocated and they put it back in, it might be better by Thursday.
Let's remember, by the way,
Next
2 weeks ago, you said, "Oh my God, Christian McCaffrey, that's real serious." They announced him out. He's going to play this week, so we don't know. We don't know.
That's true. I'll take that L.
And he has 10 days to heal. He has 10 days to heal. So
Christian McCaffrey dies at the field Sunday.
That's on you.
Your hand.
And by the way, they're playing the Steelers, so Geno Smith could get his first win since 20 whenever, so they're fine.
I thought Geno Smith looked good for the record.
He looked awesome. He looked amazing. Now look, I don't expect him to play this way. Should he have to play next time or the next 2 or 3 times?
I mean, do we agree that Russell Wilson not being able to grip the Breech? That's not a
Breech can grip the football, and he has size 2 hands.
That says Rawlings on it. That's not an NFL football.
It is not an NFL football. I am just pointing out that a quarterback, a middle finger is
a Nerf football.
This is not a Nerf football. It's a college size football. And all I'm doing is showing you guys that
it's like you won't believe. Look at how big my hands are. Like, what are you doing?
Middle finger is important to throw. Like if it was his pinky, you can kind of get away with it, but your middle finger controls so much of the throw that, if it's not working, it's going to be tough for him to play.
So the Bengals go 3-1. Bunch of special teams things happen, and suddenly Breech is a quarterback expert.
I'm just showing you. I got the football out. To show you.
Oh, he missed. He missed. Oh, and he may have pulled a hamstring or a muscle, and there is complete elation.
But
I got a doctorate from an online university last night, Ryan.
Last night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah, I don't think Russ is going to be out that long because he's tough and he's a quick healer, as Pete Carroll noted. And yeah, the reason he didn't come back in is just because he couldn't hold the football, as Breech noted. And he did try to throw it, and that was a weird looking sort of quick screen he threw on one of the first few series in the second half after he got hurt. So, I mean, Geno Smith gave them the best chance to win, and that's how they ended up in that situation.
I'm just saying the idea that game was that close and Russell didn't come back in gives me pause about Russell Wilson's injury.